We've been working on this really exciting Empower Period campaign over the last few months with our advocacy committee, and you've recently joined our team to really kind of champion this initiative. So tell us a bit more, what's it about, Empower Period?
So Empower Period, it's about primarily ending period shame and menstrual stigma, especially across the UK and also East Africa where we work.
Okay.
It's the way in which we're doing it is by sort of through campaigning, but also fundraising, and also sort of recruiting young people to implement real change in their own communities at a local and also a national scale.
Wow. Okay. So let's talk a bit more about period shame. So why does period shame matter? Like, how is it affecting the lives of people in the UK?
So period shame matters because it's quite a neglected part of period poverty. Because period poverty doesn't just mean sort of lack of access to products, it also means a lack of sort of confidence and self-esteem, which all comes from experiencing the embarrassment and shame that sort of comes from having periods, and that narrative that our society has built that periods are embarrassing and something that we shouldn't talk about. And because of that narrative, it holds girls and women and people with periods back from realising their full potential.
And so do you think this process of helping kind of women and girls and other people with periods to really kind of understand their bodies and kind of like dismantle this shame, do you think that's going to have really positive impacts? Like, what kind of positive change do you think that will cause?
I think that it will mean, well, firstly, I think it will mean that women and girls and people with periods will feel that they're able to speak out about what they're going through bodily, whether that's positive or negative. And I think that will have quite a big impact on sort of women's experience in the workplace, and also at school, and being able to share what you're going through and sort of find solidarity with other people who are experiencing the same thing and support each other, and also gaining support where you might need it, where perhaps at the moment you might feel too embarrassed to ask. For example, if you have endometriosis, you may need to talk to your employer about that and gain that extra support, and I feel like the ending of period shame and stigma will really facilitate that conversation.
So how can people get involved? What can people do to take action? If they're listening to you and they think, actually, yes, this is a really important issue, I need to do something now, what should they do?
So there's so many ways in which everyone can be involved, like people of all abilities, all genders, all identities, etc. So one of our main avenues to do that is to become an Empower Period agent of change, and that's specifically for people who are aged 15 to 25, as we believe that young people are within a unique position to lead change within their communities, and so those young people will be able to design and implement their own projects to end period shame at a local and also a national level. We also have our Empower Period conference, which is going to happen in Uganda, which everyone is welcome to join. It's really about bridging sort of the learning between the UK and East Africa so we can reach our goal of ending period shame and poverty more effectively and quicker. And also we have opportunities for mentorship as well, to mentors for the younger recruits. So people who feel like they might have a skill or something that would be helpful for a young person who's wanting to lead and wanting to advocate. There's opportunities for those people as well. We also have our Mountains of the Moon expedition, which is an expedition that's going to happen over 6 days in Uganda. And that's for everyone as well.
And I know you've talked specifically about the Empower Period kind of agents of change. I know that's specifically funded by the Act for Change Fund, which is such an exciting initiative around young people leading social change. So what does a leader look like and what do they do?
So a leader, I don't think, is someone who you typically think was a leader. A leader isn't someone who's in a position of power or that they have either sort of gained themselves or they've been given by society. A leader is someone who has a passion for something and wants their passion to be turned into action. And a leader, they may not have the position to sort of change things at the top, but they have the power to kind of gain momentum from the bottom, through a movement, and then work that power up to the top to create real social change at a national level.
Great. And let's talk a bit about inclusivity and diversity then, because I think you've said that they're really important. So what does that mean for iRise? What does it mean to be inclusive and diverse as a movement?
Yeah, so I think to be inclusive as a movement, it's something that, to iRise, it's not an option. It's something that absolutely is necessary for the campaign for the ending of period shame to be successful. Because all women and people with periods come from different backgrounds and come from different sort of cultural and religious circumstances in which only those people can understand what that's like. And so we need people from all sort of like walks of life to come in and to advocate for the end of period shame within their communities and to speak the language that their friends and peers speak.
Great. So I think basically then we're building a movement to end period shame. We need people to get on board. We need you to get on board. You can visit our website www.irise.org.uk to find out more. But I think if you're sitting there listening to this and thinking, actually this really sparked something inside me, like I do have a passion for change. I didn't think I was what a leader looked like. I'm not the traditional idea of a leader, but I do have this vision. Get in touch, apply for the Act for Change Empower Period project. Work with us, and you could be leading social change.